He fights for strike force MMA, Augusta, Georgia. Coming his way to one win and one loss, Mayhem. And now his opponent, fighting across the stage, fighting out of the blue corner. He represents 9th level MMA in South Carolina. The blue record 0 wins, 2 losses. TJ Glenn.
You know, I was actually in attendance for TJ Glenn's last fight. You know, it was at USFFC 20, and it was a decision loss, but it was an absolute war. This guy likes to throw. He throws big. He goes for it. You know, that loss was a decision. His only other loss has been by submission, by triangle choke. This guy really brings a lot of heat, so I'm excited to see him throw down.
We're about to kick off the action at the Convention Center at USFFC 22. Starts to the right. Chance to talk with Harris before the fight started. He said his least favorite thing about mixed martial arts is possibly you've got the proverbial nice guy fighter in there. Doesn't want to hurt his man, but he's trying his best.
I'll tell you what, it makes sense because, you know, Ray Harris didn't actually land a single strike. He just goes in, closes the distance, gets the clinch, looking for the takedowns. You can tell he's got some wrestling credentials there, ability. So, you know, it looks like he's trying to get into the ground and finish it in a clean fashion.
Sometimes you can tell what the strategy is going to be when the fighter comes out that early and looks to clinch up.
Of course, low blow there, that's not so clean,
right,
but I don't think that was intentional.
That looks like an accident, yeah. Raymond Harris has been fighting for 3 years now. He said that he's always wanted to fight MMA. He's part of that new generation that, you know, discovered the sport at a younger age and decided that was something that they wanted to do. We're seeing so much more of that now. Kids getting into stuff like MMA.
That was a big shot right there by TJ Glenn. You know, you mentioned the younger generation. You see the salt and pepper in the beard there of TJ Glenn, 34 years young. But, man, he's making his presence felt. And now Ray Harrison coming out there and throwing a little bit of leather.
Looks like Raymond Harrison got woke up with that right straight that connected. Didn't quite put him in too much danger, but did put him on his back, knocked him down.
Oh, here we go. Nice move there by TJ Glenn getting the back of Ray Harris. But Ray Harris just moving so fluidly.
Great whizzer in the scramble, able to transition to the top.
He's got the neck there of TJ Glenn.
Raymond Harris identified himself as a wrestler prior to the matchup, and it looks like that is indeed what he's going to try to bring to the cage today.
Well, it looks like he's in no rush to get past the guard of TJ Glenn, but really TJ Glenn not doing a whole lot with it himself. He had his legs sort of draped open there. Now he's closed, and so let's see what sort of answers he has for the top game of Ray Harris.
Soft shots, rabbit punches up against the cage. Raymond Harris doing a good job of controlling. TJ Glenn throwing up legs, trying to get a high guard position, possibly looking to transition to a sweep of some sort, or at the very least, minimize the damage coming hurling down from the fists of Raymond Harris.
Well, there we go. Harris really closing the distance up there, like crowding the hips of TJ Glenn, and that opens up those big shots. But Harris, you know, for me, it seems as though he would have a look at this. TJ Glenn looking for possibly an arm triangle. Ray Harris slips out. It seems to me if Harris were even to get one of those legs through him past that guard at the half guard position, it's going to open him up to land a lot more damage and not allow TJ Glenn to divert as many of those strikes. But
raining down punches from Raymond Harris.
Beautiful finish there by Ray Harris.
And this referee stops in the middle of the first round to end it. And your winner, Raymond Harris. Raymond coming off a win. This will be a second win in a row for the young striker out of Strikeforce MMA in Augusta, Georgia.
Undoubtedly. Big future for this kid, Ray Harris. Great show of camaraderie and respect here in the cage as always.
You know, and if you're tuning in to your first mixed martial arts fight, then that's something that you'll see with consistency is the amount of respect and camaraderie that's had between two of these fighters that were 1 minute ago trying to kill each other, now hugging it out. And that's one of the great things about this.
Yeah, even when there's a lot of heat and competitive animosity between the fighters, typically speaking, you get a handshake. Maybe not Ronda Rousey.
And it's so much Ronda. Well, I think even, if you're respectful with Ronda, she'll be respectful back to her. But if you make the mistake of crossing her, that could be bad. I gotta say that it looked like TJ Glenn, while sustaining damage, seemed to be about his senses. It didn't look like he was eating too many hard shots.
Yeah.
Perhaps that one could have gone a little bit longer. But we don't have the up-close viewpoint that the referee does, so it's a little more difficult to make the call here from cage side.
Ladies and gentlemen, just the round stops the fight at 2:34 in the first round. We're going to keep it out in the strikes.
Of course, the preliminaries of the amateur card, and that's one thing too. The more typical, you're more likely to see the a quick stoppage. In the early goings of the amateurs, they want to make sure to err on the side of caution at that level. Not so much at stake. This is more for experience at this level. So, like what you said is very true. It seemed like TJ Glenn was still with it, but he wasn't answering the strikes, and good, fair stoppage.
Yeah, I'm not sure if he was going to improve that position anytime soon.